Certified organic vegetables are produced in accordance with specific guidelines and standards. In the rich, fertile region of central Alberta, we find a farm that prides itself with a harvest that connects you with nourishing and delicious vegetables. This is the home of Lunds Organics.
Hi, I'm Gert Lund. I'm an organic farmer.
I'm Mad, Gert's son, and I'm also an organic farmer in Innisfail, Alberta.
Immigrated to Canada in 81. Ended up in Innisfail. Right away we bought a small acreage out east of Innisfail. And after a couple of years we decided that we had a few acres of land, and so because we didn't have a lot of money, obviously, so we decided that we're going to grow a few vegetables and sell them at the farmers market. So in 92 we were looking for more room. We didn't have enough room there. So this one came up for sale, and luckily for us this was actually native grass, land never been broken, and so we took that over, and because it has never been used chemicals or fertilizer on it, we could break the land and certify organic the first year. So we were very lucky because it's almost impossible to find nowadays.
It was here, in the Innisfail area, that Gert and his wife Betty raised their two boys.
We had two boys. They were both born in Denmark. They were 3 and 5 when we came here. They are now 36 and 38. My youngest son lives on Vancouver Island and likes it out there, so he's going to stay there. Matt was in BC for a while working, and he came back to here. He didn't like the rain there, so now he's working here.
We learned how to work from a very young age. There was no one to help in the beginning, so it was just my brother, myself, and my parents. So we learned how to grow everything right from the age of about 9 and up. Just over a year I've been back full time basically with the vegetables. I quite enjoy it. Yep. For something I swore I would never ever do, I'm quite enjoying it now. Putting seed in the ground, watching it grow and harvesting something, at least you look like feel like you've accomplished something at the end. You're outside a lot, so that's always quite enjoyable versus being inside all the time. And there's a lot of freedom to kind of pick what you want to do. In some ways it's the same, but many days are quite different too. There's always new challenges every day.
So a typical day this time of year is, we start at 6 o'clock in the morning, simply because there's not enough daylight till 6 o'clock to do any more in the field. If we're really busy, they'll start at 5. Quite often for a couple of hours after that, they'll work inside bagging and washing and stuff, simply because it's too wet and too much to do outside to do anything.
Well, it depends on what we're bagging, but generally there's always between 3 and 5 people, and then a few people bagging the product, and then one person weighing it, and sometimes that same person puts that product in a box. Sometimes another person helps with that. It depends on what we're bagging and how fast it goes along the line.
Depending on what day of the week it is, we getting stuff ready for the market, or is it early in the week where they can do mostly weeding. When the fields dry up about 8, 9 o'clock, they'll head out into the field and do weeding for the rest of the day.
We have ways of controlling the weeds between the rows, so we thin them out so there's not so much to weed by hand.
One of the tools of the trade at Lunds Organic Farm is their custom-built weed whacker.
Basically, it goes pulled behind the tractor, so one person drives, and then there's 3 people laying down on we have a mattress on there, and they lay down, pulling weeds as the tractor rolls along. They pull the weeds out of the rows, because everything is planted in rows of 3. So 3 people weed, and they do one pass, turn around, go back, do the other pass. The guys like to have their Mexican music playing out there, and they like to play it very loud.
Although some things has to be picked when it's warm in the afternoon, namely peas has to be picked in the afternoon. You can't pick them when they're wet. It has to be dry and preferably warm, because that gives them more sugar content, so they're sweeter. We'll end at 6, sometimes at 7 at night, so we're working long hours in the summer. It changes a lot when we get into the real harvest mode, when we no longer do weeding. Then they'll start at probably 7 o'clock in the morning, and then depending on what day of the week it is, we'll vac and wash all day inside. The Farmall Cup, as you see over here, is a 9 horsepower tractor with a belly mount cultivator. We had a little bit of challenges with the wheels because we use 72-inch centers on our rows, so we had 3 rows under the tractor. It couldn't be done, we couldn't get parts, so we manufactured our own extenders on the wheels, got those to 72-inch centers, which looked really weird on a small tractor like that. If you look at it from the front, it looked like a giant spider walking down the field. We specialize in root vegetables, mainly in carrots. Probably out of the 26 acres we have this year, 10 is carrots. So obviously that the product that we're known for, and also the product that we obviously make the most money on. That's why we're concentrating on it. According to our customers and everybody else who tries it, nobody has carrots that taste as good as ours.
Carrots being the main crop, then beets, parsnips, parsley root potatoes, and then quite a bit of cabbage crops. Kale being the big one, and cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, and then a lot of lettuce, spinach, dill, cilantro, parsleys. I'm sure there's quite a bit I'm missing, fennel. During the time of the year, it's anywhere from 2 days a week or up to 4 days a week taking a product to the market.
The Kingsland Farmers Market in Calgary is where we do all our marketing. Comes October, November, when we're into root vegetables only, we do some wholesaling to the health food stores in Calgary, a few restaurants. And the juice bar, yeah, we use whatever product that we have here that we can use is used in the juice bar as well. We also do smoothies, those kind of things. We don't do artificial stuff. We don't use fillers, we don't use ice. It's all good stuff you get. It's fruit, berries, and juice.
Every day is a challenge. I enjoy the challenge, so I guess as long as you enjoy what you're doing, it keeps you going.
My best time of the week is when I'm at the market and actually selling the stuff, and you get people come in and say, "Oh, I love your stuff, it's the best stuff I ever had," and this and that. I really prefer to have a face-to-face experience with the consumer, and you can only have that at a farmer's market.
Lund's organic vegetables are grown in harmony with the seasons, picked at peak perfection, and made available to you through community-supported farmers markets.